You'll see on all the old plans and schematics, LS for Lucifer Star Titanic, Lucifer Star Olympic. The designation LS basically stood for the ship owner and shipbuilder. Basically, LS stood for Lucifer Star and Titanic and all that other stuff. Or LWS for Lucifer White Star, or Lucifer Female Star, or Women Star, whatever. I had females and males and everyone working on my ships. So basically the designation was LS, and there were 800,000 workers at Bellfast shipyard alone, not to mention the French colony or the French shipyard, which I also owned. I owned the whole valley, the whole thing. Basically, I was digging out. I'd dig out. I made the whole channel deeper. I invested a huge amount into the channel. I dug it. It used to be swampland. Originally the Belfast shipyard was just all swampland and stuff like that. And I wanted to make a big shipyard there. So I was like, well, I'll invest. So they started dredging and digging and doing everything else because they found the rock layer was actually a lot deeper, and it was just a big silt channel. It silts up every couple hundred years. So, and it had been deeper, but then it silted up. So then we just dug it out. I think there was a big storm, washed a bunch of muck down in there. And they realized there was a bunch of muck, and I was like, well, it is deeper down there. You can actually, like originally I think it might have been a big old shipyard back in the old day, like a big quarry. I think it might have actually been a big quarry or something like that. So I knew it was deep, and I was just like, well, you just got to dredge it. It's a big old ancient shipyard or a big old ancient rock quarry or slate quarry or something like that. And I was like, well, you just got to dredge it. It's still down there, just got to pull the muck off. So I think that's what they did. They pulled all the muck off. And so they demucked it. And once the muck was gone, then they could, start building ships and stuff. I had known about the shipyard for forever. The whole earth. I knew the whole thing. And it might have been an old ancient slate quarry for all I know. I forget, or some sort of quarry, and then I was like, well, just pull the muck off, and let's build let's build some ships and stuff. So, I'm not exactly sure. I don't really remember exactly the details of it, but I knew what it was before they started dredging and everything. I was like, well, it used to be a big. I think I might have even known that there was a big slate quarry when the water was rising up, and I was like, well, it's a big slate quarry. We just gotta dredge it and stuff. Anyway, but I had 800,000 workers there. So, and there's maybe 30,000 black people, and they were like pretend like they own the place. But basically, it's Lucifer Star's shipyard, and it was Lucifer Star's quarry. So that's why it was my quarry. That's why I built the shipyard on top. I was like, well, it's my quarry, so I think I'm going to build a shipyard here because you can't quarry underwater. So it's like, well, since there's all that water there, let's go ahead and make a shipyard out of it. Anyway, I think I might have even set it up as the water was rising or something like that. I was like, hey, let's get ready for a shipyard and everything. So he blasted and did it and built the thing, so it'd be all set up. So when the water got to the final height, it'd be like, all right, we're ready to build ships. And then it got all mucked up, and I was like, hey, because a big storm came through, a very big, huge storm came through and basically washed all this muck down. I think there had been a big mine up higher, and we were mining up there, and it was silting up the channel. And I think eventually, it just got silted up, and I was like, hey, well, let's dredge it out. And I spent the money to get it dredged out so we can build ships and have it open up again. And then every now and then you just got to dredge it. So it's not a big deal, because it's rock down there. It's all rock down there. It used to be a big old quarry. So they just and pump it out to the ocean. So anyway, yeah.